Battery flat. Coast to coast, city to city, we are here. Thank you very much for tuning in, people. I am Tlatama, we are your host for today. And basically today we are introducing our first episode of the hashtag show, and we are going to be talking about everything and anything that deserves a hashtag. And our topic at hand for today is influence of social media. I've got my panel of friends here, and we're gonna be sharing our ideas. So friends, how you guys doing? So just tell me, you know the topic already. What up? What do you think of social media? Influence of social media?
Man, social media, it's fake, man. I don't like it. I don't like these things all the time. You find people posting things that they don't do, lying about who they are. So for me, it's fake. I prefer this. I converse with my niggas, right? We're always chilling and having a good time. So yeah, that's just about it, man. It's fake. I don't like it.
When I think about social media, what comes to my mind first is Dear Diary. Like, people don't have diaries and write about their problems anymore. It's like, oh world, look at me, I'm so sad. Look at me, I'm blessed. Look at me. Oh, there's like fake prayers and stuff on Facebook. But person just woke up and they didn't even feel blessed till they thought, hey, if I took a picture of my breakfast and say I'm blessed, so y'all can like it and think, hey, I'm cool. Look at me, I'm living the life.
Hustling for likes on IG,
on
Instagram. I mean, what's that?
My guy, it's like upper life things, hashtag levels in China. I'm like, okay, alright.
You guys, what do you think?
Look, here's my view. I think, contrary to what most of us are saying, there's a bit of good in it. And part of the good is the fact that it's now become a hub of information. Like all the information in the world, you can now literally get in a single swipe on Facebook. You know, so meaning every single event that's been happening and whatsoever is going to happen, you can still get access to it. Well, the detrimental aspect of it to say that people use it for pretentiousness, I get as well. But life is a pretense. Like today we're pretending as well. So I guess if we were really to open you up right now, we'd find really serious stuff that you can't see. But I think it's good. It's good for what it's worth, and it's got its cons. But yeah, it is what it is, man.
So, do you think if they had to take social media away from you, would you still cope? Like, would you study for 5 hours without your phone?
Wow, that's a very tough question.
Like, I just need to,
yeah, that's a tough question. Would I cope? Yeah, I would.
No, I wouldn't. My phone is my life. I'm so addicted. The first thing I do when I wake up, besides praying, it's like, okay, who's hollering at me?
Thank you.
Who do I need to holler at? But like, it helps a lot because I don't know, but like it's making business easier.
That's true.
You get to get business done quicker. It's like you get to get job opportunities, whatever, information about what you know, just a single swipe. And it has worked for me a lot. It's a great platform for networking. It's beyond this world. That has opened so many doors for me. I can say that in that regard. But you know, it's also got this wrong part because now we want to compete with Normalizo or whoever, or you know, because she's doing this, let me do that. And sometimes there's some things people don't need to know about you. You know, they need to know you when they meet you. I don't know if that makes sense to anyone.
It does, actually.
I feel like, yeah, I reveal a little bit of myself on Facebook, but if you really know me, you'd know that is only like 1% of my life. Most of it, like, you won't know me really unless we like interact like face to face. That's when you would really know who I am, but you'd know that I joke all the time.
I think ultimately what I'm getting to discover is through social media in every regard. Facebook, Instagram, you name it, Twitter. Everybody's just looking for an opportunity to receive attention.
Yeah,
and I think that's something that's been shunned in society, to say that you're not supposed to like attention. The truth of the matter is that we want attention.
Yeah.
We want to feel appreciated. We want to feel loved. And when you had 200 likes on your pictures one time on the past week, the next week you put a status, it's like 30 likes. He's talking about God now. People don't want to like your status. And you don't feel as appreciated. You know, so people want to be appreciated. That's what I feel.
And can I just talk about Twitter? I believe that Twitter, like the main objective of Twitter is just to get information out there. And now people are using it wrongly. But there's this hashtag job seekers. So that's actually a nice movement because they're twisting the whole attention to that job seekers thing. So I feel like if we were pushing that, then social media would be like totally different from what we see today.
Okay, now I want to touch upon the fact that you are right that it is influential in a good way, but as well we have to look at some of the negative impacts it has on our society as a whole. Because now we are looking at this transformation, this revolution of this social platform for kids, and we have seen now what is the mentality driven behind it for the kids of today. And as we've seen that it has actually impact kids to a point where they've met strangers, they've gone missing. Some of our kids now are actually not even found till to this day. So that's one of the negative impacts that I believe that we should be aware of. Though there are good ones, such as Tsebe's mentioned, job opportunities. And for instance, for social, it's good to have friends online and talk to them. But then we must look at the real issues that are actually impacting our kids, even everyone, all the ages in our society. And I think we'll talk about that as we progress about such impacts as well.
Actually.
Yeah.
Well, actually, if you get to think about the cyberbullying aspect, there's so many people nowadays, based on the image that's been given on Facebook as to what is expected of an individual, how you should be in society. We're forced to conform to a certain image right now. If you're a girl, you're supposed to fit a specific body size, a specific complexion. If you're a guy, you're supposed to dress in a particular way, behave in a specific manner. And if you're not in that manner that social media places you as an expectation, you don't get as much likes.
It's the cool kid generation. Everybody want to be cool.
You want to slay.
You want to slay.
Every time you just want to
Slay.
People want to be on fleek,
Yeah, exactly.
fake eyebrows and stuff.
It's so sad because a girl who's a yellow bone
Yeah.
goes on Facebook, she puts a bit of editing, she gets about 200 likes. A girl who's a red bone, not a dark bone, but a red bone, does the same thing, but doesn't get as much likes. She has to even go to the extent where she takes her clothes off. I don't know if you guys have seen
But
that.
it's bringing back,
Actually.
that is bringing back to self-esteem.
Sure.
Man, if we can talk about social networks in terms of psychology, what it has done to the psyche of our young kids, our parents, even having parents now are interacting in these things. And some of them now interacting with youngsters, and
Fake
now
profiles.
there's a
I don't
change
like
in the
it.
psyche
Fake.
now.
I don't like it.
You
They
know,
put your picture
Your mama be liking your picture, you think it's some other girl.
Get out of here.
the point is now we're having a shift in the psychology with parents chatting to youngsters, even youngsters they don't know, even youngsters chatting to older people they don't know. You know what I mean? Now, which brings back to the point of how you should look in society, how you should dress, and how you should portray yourself, bringing it back to the point of our brother. He said that you have to be fake nowadays to actually get attention, to be on top of your actual world, for people to see you as for who you are. As for our sister here, she said that now the personality that she portrays in the networks is not actually all of it who she is.
Yeah.
So those are some of the things that we can
Actually,
check out. Yeah.
on some point, to what percentage can you honestly say the amount of things that you post on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter are a true reflection of what's happening in your
Dude,
life?
listen, we just
Truly
want to
speaking.
get likes, eh? Like, some of the things that are posted on IG is because of likes. Can I just tell you something about me, eh? I post a picture now. Okay, I'll get to you now.
Sure.
I post a picture now. I know within this specific time I need to get like 15 likes. If I don't get 15 likes, I delete that picture. I delete it. I know that I need to get 15 likes.
He's such a, I know, right? Because I have him on Instagram.
In 15 minutes, I put a
dramatic.
picture. If I don't get like 15 likes in 15 minutes, I delete that picture because it's gonna depress me, dude. I'm gonna be going through my profile and be like, oh my god, I have a picture that was liked by 100
50.
people, and I got another picture that was liked by 50 people. What's that? Contradiction. Then I delete it. So we, in a way, I can say we constantly seek our comfort in social media. That's what we are. That's what we're pushing now, and it's really not a good thing. It's just like you mentioned it now. Like it has dented our psychology.
That's true.
And man, it's not going anywhere. Can I get to you? Yeah, you were saying?
Well, for me, Simple asked if we were to say how much of you has been reviewed on Facebook. For me, like 90% of what I posted is me. Whether it's good or bad, whether it's got 2 likes or 1,000, that's me.
You are real, my dog. Yeah.
I'm trying to be honest, and I tested it. I said, okay, am I addicted to Facebook? You know, I was like, okay, I'm no longer going to log in, and I'm not going to deactivate my account.
Because you thought you were addicted.
Yeah. And then 2 months passed, I wasn't on Facebook. People were asking, hey, where were you, bro? What's going on? We've been tagging you on things and you're not responding. For me, Facebook, it's not really, you know, like Liza said, she has to wake up and get that message. I don't care. I don't like it. It's that simple. So, but guys, at the same time, I must say that there are positive things about it. You know, you get jobs and stuff. It's good.
Did you get employed through Facebook?
Never. I hustled, my man. Yo, I had to wake up in the morning.
I apply a lot on Facebook
My
jobs.
girlfriend is not on Facebook, by the way.
She's not.
Yes, no, she doesn't see these things, and I don't have to like her things or whatever. So I don't like any of her pictures.
Because you're Zulu, you probably oppressed her from being on Facebook.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, you know how they work, right?
And social media gives room for opportunists. You know, we know that there are sexual predators out there, and they are preying on our little sisters. They're preying on men who are preying on other men, women who are preying on other women. So, I just can't say it, man. Like, it's a big thing.
Sometimes, I mean, some people confuse being a fan with being obsessed. You know, if some people, like, there's celebrities on social media, celebs, they're out here.
Insta-labs, I think.
You know. So it's like, sometimes, you know, unconsciously you become a role model for people which you didn't plan to, and then it just blows out of proportion. I'm not saying I am, I'm saying some people I've seen, and it happens, and then people start being fans, and then they become like obsessed, like, oh, whoever's my life, what would I do without her? You know, she's telling me what to do, every step, whatever, confidence on fleek, whatever. I know, but how about you? What do you stand for? What is have a backbone. Self-esteem issues are so extreme, like I can't even. It's frustrating.
I see you
To
are
say
so
something,
frustrated now.
to go back to Tipo's question of how much do you put yourself out there. You know, for me, actually, I put only like 8%. You know, I would put 8%. I don't know how much quantity that is in terms of putting, but let me just say on an average day, I wouldn't put a picture. I haven't put in my picture for a month. I think for 2 months, 3 months. But then, actually, I don't even have my personality written out on Facebook or any other network. So I don't really put myself out there. I do believe that, like my sister said, if you want to know someone, approach the person, interact with the person, then you'll get all the facts that you need. You know what I mean? So for me, actually, I would say 8%. I don't really post about my life, what I do or what I did today or what I'm going through, but then it's more or less about just people, them knowing certain things that I find is useful for them to actually grow, become better people, or to enhance themselves education-wise, even job opportunities as well.
And I don't know. Just one more thing. Based on what he said, you know, when I say 90% of what I post is me, I just mean that the things that I post are things that are affecting me, and they are things that I think about on a daily basis. By that, I don't mean that's my personality. Hey, I bought a Ferrari and I tell the whole world. You know what I'm saying? But I just mean whatever that is there, it is something you still find when you sit down and talk to me. You know, you can go back to my post, something I posted in 2012.
That's still
relevant.
you.
That's still me, and I can tell you why I said that and what was happening.
You can own up
and
to
it's
it
still
even
relevant.
now.
Yeah, I can still own up to. That's what I mean.
So you're not like those people, they say #Devon July. Then the bottom of the near How? So this river has water from Devon Beach. I don't know what's going on.
Has it ever hit your minds, right?
Yeah.
That those people that like, just one like equates to one person, literally.
Yeah.
So if you have 200 likes, that could possibly be like about 200 people that could come in your room and stand right now and tell you they like your picture.
No, that's scary.
Yeah, it is. It's the same thing.
So guys, I just want to find out
I
from
never
you,
thought of
what's our general verdict? Is social media okay? Is it not okay? What do you guys think? Like our verdict now, what are we deciding on?
Look, I would say it's okay. It just really depends on the motive, you know,
Okay.
because people use it for different influences, and if it's for the good and the benefit of helping somebody else grow, I say go ahead and do it.
Tsepo, what do you think?
From my perspective, I would say that it is here. It's gonna be here. It's not gonna go anywhere. I think that from my perspective, it's actually okay to have it. Like Tsepo said, it depends on the motive. Because some people, they really need it to actually go forward with their work, to present themselves to society in many ways. It is good to actually have it. But then on another point of negative, we should actually focus on how can we prevent these things from happening. The prevention of kids who are actually exposed to it at a very young age, not knowing what are the consequences to it and what are the outcomes. Because now we're looking at a war. You know, when we're looking at this, we're looking at a war which we need to prevent. So I'm just saying that it is good and it is bad, but then the bad can be prevented. Yeah, that's it.
Bringing it to the roles amongst the cons. What do you think?
I totally agree with
A lot
both
of us.
Tepos.
Oh.
They're both
Tepo
Tepos.
squared.
Tepo squared. I agree with them, really. I mean, and it's up to you. You need to take care of yourself first as a person, and you must know how far you can go.
You
Have
need to know
self-control.
yourself first.
Know yourself first. Don't find your identity
getting
in
out.
social network. That's not how it works. Find yourself
Yeah,
and
we're
take care of
taking a
yourself
video.
and only put what is needed to put in public. You know, some things are not necessary. Like, let's have more of an interaction on a chilled basis. If somebody really needs to know your inner you, like, I still believe in face-to-face interaction more than social network.
And my guy.
My final verdict. I love social media, guys. I mean, it's a way of connecting. It's been working and it's still going to work in the future. I'm a businessman too, so it's a very good platform to get connections and stuff. And then you get help through it. And also on the negative aspect, people should just stop being fake and don't think that posting on Facebook and getting 1,000 likes will make you happy. True happiness comes from within. All right, so you just need to have it within you. You don't need to enhance yourself and put you up there with those apps to make yourself look more good so that people can like you. But then when you walk out, you are a different person. That's just gonna make things worse.
That is
It's
just
just gonna make
Beyonce
things
versus
worse.
Nicki.
Yeah, so that's just how I feel about it. I like it, but I still don't like it.
With that said, thank you very much for tuning in, everybody. This is Ndlandlamawe, and we out of here. Yo.
I think the media, it depicts how society should be, and it makes certain people
like lifestyles, people's lifestyles, they tend to copy what celebrities are doing. For instance, what they're wearing. If Ngabega Vele, like here at UJJ, not going far, everyone is wearing almost similar things. That's because it's things they see on Facebook and everything. So
plays a very, very huge role, and all of us, especially our generation, whatever it is that we see on the TV, we want to do, whatever it is we read on magazines, trends that are going on campus, usually what we dress is what we see on TV. It does have a negative influence because most of us want to wear what most celebrities wear on music videos, of which they don't wear in public. So media depends on how you take it, how you take everything and how you process it and make it your own, be your own person.
All right.